you and your kingdom, everything you stand for, every time you try to steal my friends to get them to do stuff or take their lives, everything that you can possibly do to build your kingdom, I'm going to terrorize. I'm like terrorize it with every like fiber of my being, you know, and that's just what I'm gonna have fun doing because everything that I look back at on my life, all these people I've lost, all this stuff going on, all the heartache I've had, I'm like, that's all a product of you. Like God gives hope, joy, peace, like all this stuff. So you bring nightmares, bloodshed, and anxiety, and just all this stuff. And so I'm just like, yeah, I got you. And so now I'm just like, what do I do? So I'm just like, well, I know that when I go to these services, they say at like the end, anybody needs to receive the Lord, raise your hand. So I'm like, I have to get there. Because at this point, I'm like, I'm going to die. I was like, sure. And so I'm like, I have to get to one of these things as fast as I can so I can raise my hand because it's not looking that good for me. Because like I really like everything that was told to me. I was just like, that's right. I suck. I'm ungrateful. I waste all my blessings. And I'm just like, yeah, it's going to catch up to me. But not like in life, like in the next 15 seconds type thing. I'm like looking at every car passing me at the gas station. At this point, everybody walking past, like, is it you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? So now I'm just like, something's gonna get me. And it's nighttime. It's like a Tuesday night, and so I'm like, this church that I was kind of going to has a Wednesday night service. I'm gonna go there. However, I have to survive the rest of Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and Wednesday afternoon, so I can get to Wednesday night, so I can get to this service. And I don't know if I'm gonna survive. And so, you know, I don't know where I went. I went somewhere. I think I went to some, because like at this point, like all my associates and situations are still super worldly. So there was like some hotel party at like the Radisson or something like that. So I go there and it's funny because I'm like just tuned out to everything. I go in, it's like rappers and models and all that. And I just kind of, somehow they send me the location. I go there. I just go in there. I just kind of lay on the floor and go to sleep. Like while all this stuff is happening, I kind of walk in like, hey, what's up? Yeah, yeah. I just kind of go in the corner and go to sleep. So the next day, I don't know what I did, but I'm just like kind of waiting around, like, and every minute's like ticking and it's just taking forever. And I'm like, this service is like at like 7 o'clock. Like, one, like, they're going to get me. I don't, you know, like this is taking too long. So I think after a while, when it was like maybe 5:30 or 6, I just went to the church building and parked in the parking lot and I'm just wait here. And then after a while, service started. I went in, I ignored the entire sermon. I'm like, blah, 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 hurry up and get to the end. So finally, after they start going to all right, anybody need to receive the Lord? I'm just like, just like, yeah, me. That's all I knew at the moment. And so they're like, all right, everybody come up. So, some other people went up. They did the whole prayer thingy, took it to the back, gave us some pamphlets and, some, people kind of fake made friends, and it's like, oh, whatever, cool. Cause like one thing, even like before I did that, like I knew that most of church was just completely fake and unauthentic, but I was never doing it for anyone there. I was doing it between me and God. So it didn't like bother me. Right. And so till this day, that's why I think people that, get like church hurt or something, it's like you had the wrong expectations to begin with. If any person can make you believe something different about God that he already did in your life. I just went and did that. But I'm like on fire. So that I still have all the same friends, all the same ticket spots. So now I'm just still going around the hood, but like, I'm just like in the little smoke circle. I'm just like, I just began to stand on the fact that I'm never going back because the devil tricked me. And he's never going to get that chance again. So from there, that's just kind of, I quit rapping because I'm like, all right, okay, I'm just going to sit in the back of church because what I'm not going to do is do rap, but continue because I don't have anything to say. What am I gonna rap about? Noah's Ark? Like I just didn't know. So I'm like, well, I can't say what I say, so I'm just not gonna rap anymore. And so I'm just like, I'm gonna just get like a warehouse job or something and just be low key and just whatever God has for me, He has for me. And so that was pretty much how I got out of the rap I was doing. And then a couple of months later, I'm listening to the radio's on here and there. I'm just listening to all these songs, and I can hear, like, I have these ears now, like, about righteousness and stuff like that. So like I'm hearing these songs, and I'm like, does anybody else hear this? Like I'm just like literally looking around, like, how come like no one has a problem with these lyrics, like, and what's being promoted? Like I couldn't believe it. This stuff I was heard right before I changed, I just didn't hear it this way. So now I'm like appalled to the highest level. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, and then it just keeps happening. Like, no one says anything. No one's like, yeah, like no one has a problem with their daughters being disrespected or their children getting drugs promoted to them, or people rapping about killing everybody and killing people's mama. And I'm like, this is on the radio and you guys like it? Like, all right, let me go. So then I think I ended up like doing like one song. After a while, I think I did another one, and then I just slowly started like, but all my first songs were attacking that stuff. So I was talking about other rappers in my first few like raps, about God and stuff like that. But that's just the portion of me transitioning from that life to the other life, and then the music. So that's just kind of how that panned out.
And then you started doing Rap of Hope and what the Lord wanted you to do, what God created you to do all along. The devil had hijacked and used it for his means. And then the Lord took you, you're like a swinging clock. The Lord swung you the other way and you accepted. We have free choice. We don't have to follow God. He gives us free will. But you chose, when you ran to the church and put your hand up, that you started writing for the Lord because you wanted to help people. You didn't want to influence the kids to kill their moms and everyone to kill everyone and everyone sleep with everyone and everyone do everything with everyone. And it's crazy. I used to listen to really hardcore rap. It's funny how God changes us when we are ready for it, when we allow him to change us. But I would get these little Jim Beam like liquors, because I had heard Kid Rock singing about Jim Beam. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Back when him and Snoop had a duet or a couple of songs. Yeah. It's amazing how that music gets into us, and it is influencing. It's very influencing. I don't touch alcohol any longer. I've been sober over 10 years. Do not touch it. It gets in our souls. And Satan was the most beautiful angel in heaven. His body was made of musical instruments. He could do the most beautiful music, and he became so prideful and full of himself. That's when God kicked him out of heaven, and he took, I don't even know how many angels with him. Satan is the prince of the airways, and what is music? It's on the airways. So it's wonderful when we can do things on these airways to fight against Satan. We're fighting him in his battleground, but we have to do Ephesians. We have to put our armor on daily because he wants to attack us all the time.
That's kind of what I was really big on once I kind of got into that. Like I'm not a neutral person. I have to be fighting against something. Like, say, I really was like about my city. And even like when I got like, say, I kind of like chilled out. And then after a while, like, God told me like, no, that's okay. Within the right guidelines. And so I'm very like, I need opposition. What Satan does with the just entertainment and the airwaves.
Yes.
He likes to publicly mislead people, and that's like publicly diminish his kingdom and slander his kingdom and whatever, So yeah.
I wanted to ask you too, you do street ministry now, and I would like to hear about that. What prompted you to get into street ministry? What part of the streets do you go to? Do you go to LA? Where do you go?